But did he? No. 12 whole months went by. There was 365 opportunities to turn from this sin and to humble himself. And yet King Nebuchadnezzar did nothing. Am I the only one who thinks this sounds very familiar? All God has to do is simply place his finger on an area of your life and he could shake you to your very core. It only takes one letter, one doctor's appointment, one knock on the door, one text, one phone call, 1 second, and you could be brought to your knees for days, months, and even years. Every single one of us has had those defining moments in our life. And in the moments of that crisis, maybe you yourself have even said these very words: something has to change. That's it, I'm going to turn my life around. I will be the man of God you want me to be. I will be the woman of God you've been calling me to be. And we often say these things in the heat of the moment, and then the sermon ends. Time goes by, the crisis is over, and you forget all the vows you once made, all the lessons you learnt, and that sense of urgency to repent grows fainter and fainter until in the end, absolutely nothing changes. That, my friend, is exactly what happened to King Nebuchadnezzar. 1 year after he received this startling vision from the Lord, after that long extension of grace, here we find King Nebuchadnezzar filled with pride, strutting around the palace as if he was untouchable. Like many of the men of today, he believed, I am the greatest. Look at everything I've ever built. And while the words were still in his mouth, he heard a voice from heaven echo, King Nebuchadnezzar, the kingdom has departed from you. And just like that, the strings of his mind unhinged, and he became like a wild animal. His fingers grew like claws, his hair matted like bird's feathers, and the king, who ate the finest delicacies in the land, was now left outside, covered in rainwater, and was instead eating grass. The fact is this, guys, God brought that man down. Oh, he can do it. He has done it. He will do it. And he is still doing it today. Okay, yes, he might not be doing it in the same way that he did with King Nebuchadnezzar. But you mark my words, he is still humbling men and women today.